Greetings, everyone. It's Avram here for another hot show on the Hot Domain Show. I am privileged to be here with Jude, co-founder of heyZap. Jude, welcome to the show.
Hi everybody, it's Jude here from heyZap.com.
I have to tell you, I love the t-shirt.
Yeah, I've been sporting this for about a week now. I actually have 7 t-shirts of the same t-shirt, so every day I can put on the same heyZap t-shirt.
So 7 t-shirts you actually have, so you can use those t-shirts every single
Yeah,
day. And
I've got a heyZap cap, I've got heyZap socks, I've got heyZap pants, I've got heyZap t-shirts. Everybody in the office wears the same uniform.
is it multiple colors or is it just black?
We can do different colors: black,
Good.
white, blue, red.
So tell us a little bit about heyZap. How did you come to make this website?
So we started in September '08, and the two co-founders are myself, Jude, and Imad Akund. We're both from London. So Imad had been over in Silicon Valley for about around a year doing ClickPass.com, and I had been doing a business in the UK. So I wanted to move over to Silicon Valley, do a web startup. Came over here, met up with Imad. I'd known him for like 15 years, and I was a big gamer myself. I played like 4,000 different Flash games. Really keen on the space. I loved it. It's very addictive. So yeah, we met up basically. We ran through different ideas, and we came up with the idea for heyZap. So we then pitched to Paul Graham, who does Y Combinator, it's an incubator in Mountain View. It's got a great reputation in the US, and it's kind of like a startup incubator, but they do great talks and stuff like that, help you with your startup, give you a bit of money. So we got some money from Y Combinator, and then we started building the product, and we launched in January.
Oh,
And the
wow.
whole idea was to basically allow anyone to get games on their website. So if you're a blog and you wanted to get games in the sidebar, you just literally cut and paste a widget into the sidebar, and you'd have 12,000 games on your website. So we also produced other ways of getting in, like APIs and different types of feeds. So that was the initial idea. We launched in January.
Now, for our audience that may not know, what is an API?
So if you an API is basically a way to connect to data, or you could say that. So if you don't want to have, say the widget has a Chrome around it, it's got design, it's got buttons, you can go back and forward, you can do favoriting. But if you just want the pure data, if you just want the images of the game and the actual game files and the description and the title, and want to pull out this data and integrate it into your website, so it fits in perfectly with your theming. That's how the API would basically be used. So the website would say, okay, we want to get games on a website, but we don't want to have any other external branding. All we want is the actual data. So they would program into the API. It's really simple to actually do. So you can say, right, I want to get the most popular games coming out, and I want these. This is where the titles are going to go. This is where the images are going to go, and you can basically create a portal on your website for games, and that's how the API can be used. So you can make anything out of it. You can connect it to a website. You can connect it to an application on the desktop. So you can make, you can even pull it to I suppose a mobile client. You can do whatever you want with it. The point is that you can get the data for all these games really easily.
How difficult is it to create a game on your website?
So if you've already made a Flash game before, so say you've made a Flash game and you want to upload it to heyZap, the upload process is absolutely trivial. In fact, we have like a games importer
Okay,
function where.
where is
Yep.
that? Where's that located? Because I'm
So
looking at your
if
website
you
right
sign in
now.
as a developer,
Okay, so I click on developers.
yeah, if you click on developers and let's create a username,
Okay, so, oh wait, so I'd have to actually physically create some type of username.
yeah, you'd have to sign up as a developer if you wanted to get your games into the system. You would type in your username, you would then type in the email address and the password.
Okay,
You then sign up.
okay.
So shall we try that?
All right, let's try that out. So I have to choose a username.
Yep, I'm
Okay,
I'm doing it at the same time so I can see
okay.
where
All
you
right.
are.
So let's go and I'll be, I don't know, Gold Hot Domain Show.
Okay.
That works.
Yep.
And do I put in any email address or?
Yeah, if you just pump an email address in there and the password. Yep.
Okay,
So
email address has already been taken. Is that because I've already happened to sign up?
Probably.
earlier?
If you signed up already, then all you need to do is click login at the top right hand corner
Okay.
on the page. You should just click on login.
Okay, so I'm gonna log in. Okay, do I want to remember the password? I'll say not now. Okay, so I'm in the site right now, and now I click on developers.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I got $50.
So yeah, if you successfully integrate a game into our heyZap payments, and I'm just going to explain what heyZap payments is. So the second phase of what we released was a way to basically let developers who are making these games sell items inside their game to the users. So if the user wants to buy like a special sword at the end of the game, or buy the last few levels, we're allowing developers to actually monetize this and actually put, for like 30 cents, a user can actually go and buy buy the upgrade inside the
Okay.
game. So this is a whole like microtransactions movement that's coming to Flash games. It's happening in social games right now, and that's one of the features that we allow developers to actually do on the website. So should we come back to the importing of the games?
Yes, let's do that. Because it says on the top, add new game.
Yeah, so it says add new game. So on the right hand side, it says quickly import your games.
Quickly import your games
You
on the
see, you
right
see
hand
that you
side.
can get them from Congregate or Mochi Ads or Newgrounds if you've already uploaded your content. So, have you made any games before?
I've never made a game, to
I
be
assume
honest
not. So
with you.
we're going to do a test. We're going to do a test. So there's a great
Okay,
developer called Ninja Kiwi. So if
okay.
you type in Ninja Kiwi,
Ninja Kiwi, where do I type that? In
if you,
Google or
yeah, in the underneath quickly import games,
quickly
if you
import
select, it
games?
should be selected on Congregate.
See, I don't see it. It's funny because right now I see developer dashboard, I see add new game, upload missing SWF.
Okay, so ads, yeah. So click on add new game.
Aha, I was missing a step.
Yeah.
Okay, what is the name of your game?
So
Okay,
if on the right hand side, it should say quickly import your games. Do you see that?
quickly import your games. Yes, I see
Yep.
it.
So underneath, if you see the Congregate username, what we allow people to do is quickly get their games into heyZap. So it's
Okay,
like really, really trivial to do it. So if
okay.
you just type in Ninja Kiwi, which is an example of a real developer that
Hmm.
has games on Congregate.
Okay,
Um,
so NINJAKIWI, right?
yep. So this is
Okay.
an example of a real developer, and say they want to come in and
Find
upload
my
their games
game.
to heyZap.
Okay, I'm clicking
You
find
click
my
Find My
game.
Games,
Okay.
and then suddenly do you
Oh,
see all the games that have come up there?
there's a lot of games.
Yeah, so this developer is pretty big, and if they want to don't click on import games, but if you were the actual real developer, you would then click import games,
Okay.
um, and we can actually do this actually because I verify everything that comes through to make sure they're the correct person.
Okay.
So
Let's click on
if you
import games then.
so go and click on import games,
Okay.
and
We'll give the full experience.
yeah, the full experience of what a developer would see if they were uploading a game.
Oh, look at
So
that.
the good thing is that there's no security issues with this because I actually talk to all the developers that come through and verify that they are the real one that they say they are, and we have a verification process for
So
that.
that's really great for the developers. So the
Yep.
developers know when they go with the heyZap site that you really are taking a look and you care about the developer's interest.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would say that the process is really, really easy. You saw how many games we got into the system there without having to upload each one. Because on every single other website that you want to get it into, the developer has to upload the images, they have to type in the titles, the descriptions, they have to upload the Swift file. Like we made it really easy, so they can literally just say, I want to get my games in heyZap, bam. Like, 2 clicks, a bit of typing, and the games are in the system.
I love this. I'm looking through all these games, and I mean the list is just goes on and on and on. It is incredible how many games we've just put in with
Yeah,
that
it's
one
great.
button.
And you can imagine we should do the publisher case study now.
Okay,
Um, so if you just now go over to publishers,
publishers. Okay.
um,
Whoops,
so
I
you should
clicked the wrong.
see it
Okay.
should say generate your embed code. Does it say that at the top of your screen?
It does generate an embed code.
Cool. So if you want to get games on your website,
Okay.
you would type in the site name
Okay.
and site
So
URL.
I'll type in our website, and I'll type in our URL. Okay.
And then you have different options to select between. So you can, if you're going for a standard website, you can see if you're just a normal website, you can just click on standard website.
Okay.
If you want to go for a more, say you're a big publisher, like
Okay.
break.com or something, you want to go for a deeper integration where you completely control the graphics of what what is displayed to the user, and you just want the data. You
Okay.
can use the API. You see the API.
Yes, I see
If you
that.
if you click on that, it dynamically changes like all the information.
I like
Um,
that.
or if you want WordPress or a Blogger plugin, you can
Right.
click on the WordPress or the Blogger. So do you have a Blogger account or?
Have a WordPress account.
Okay, let's just try the standard website for now. So if you go
Okay.
back to standard website,
Sounds good.
um, you've got different sizes that you can pick between, the large, medium, small. If you just want a text link as well, you can select that. So they're the embed size options. So you can flick between them, and they'll give you a preview of what kind of what's it called?
How it'll
Widget
look.
that size you want. Yeah, how it looks. So this is all in the widget format. So if you click on medium embed, it's very popular. You can actually flick through the games on the right hand side.
Oh, I can actually flick through the
Yeah,
games?
yeah.
Oh, I was wondering about that. 'Cause I was
So you can
sitting there, I'm like,
yeah, it's real. It's all
oh,
real. It's all live. So
look
you
at
can flick through the
this.
games, and this is what would go into your website. If you click on small embed, you can see the small one, and that's
Okay.
live as well.
All right. Let me do a small embed.
So the small embed would typically go into a blog where you would just cut and paste that code
Okay.
and put it into your blog.
But the medium embed lets you really play the game live in the
Yeah, so
actual
if you actually
website.
click on the game, so select what games are coming up for you.
I've got Balloon Invasion right now.
Okay, so click on Balloon Invasion.
Okay, we're
It
gonna
should pop
throw.
out to a light box, which is and
Oh.
the game should start loading. So if you give it like 15, 20 seconds or something,
Okay.
these
Oh, and
games
I
are about
see we've got sponsors.
yeah. So we show the pre-roll video ads before that, and is the game loading up for you?
Game is loading up perfectly fine. Now, as far as the sponsors, this is bringing up an interesting question. How does the percentages work out for the sponsorship? How much money does the developer get, and how much does heyZap get?
So right now we give the developer 70% of the cut, and we keep
Wow,
30%. And
that's
that's similar
nice.
to the Apple App Store. That's the same percentage as Apple App Store. And it's actually the leading rate in the market, which is cool.
So
For
you're really letting the developers shine here.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, so I'm gonna click the play button.
Yep.
We'll
Go and have a play with this cool
we'll
game.
go see
I
if
think
this
Balloon
works.
Invasion is pretty cool. I've actually
GameInABottle.com.
yep. That game in a bottle, he's a top developer. He makes great games.
Okay.
He's done some really popular titles.
So how does this game work?
So I'm gonna go and find this on my system
That
because
would
obviously
probably be a good idea.
we're on different ones. I could probably do it by memory actually. So Balloon Invasion. I think with this one you've got loads of balloons coming at you. Is that correct?
It appears. It says you are the commander of an anti-air defense in the area. In each battle, you have direct control over
Ah,
an 88
yes.
millimeter flak.
So you have to deploy in this particular game. You have to deploy different defenses inside your game.
Okay.
So I'm just loading up the game myself now,
Okay.
using a search feature inside the widget. I just literally
Oh,
search for
nice.
Balloon Invasion. I've got the game coming up.
Right
So
now, while you're doing that, I'm scrolling through all the instructions, taking a
excellent.
look, giving everyone a good view of. It's incredible. It's just seamless how everything's moving, and it really is amazing. And this is a game that they developed themselves, and they just
Yep,
decided to upload on the site to make some money off of it.
yep, absolutely. And get the game out there. So one, to distribute it, two, to actually make some money. So if you can see, have you gone into the main game screen and like click say easy mode?
I'm in the main game screen right now. It's coming right up, and I see new game. Is
Yeah.
that
So if
the
you click on new game
okay?
and then click on easy mode, I'm
Let's
just doing this by
see
memory.
if we can find
Um,
easy mode.
and then if you should have a map come up with a balloon and red arrow next
I
to it.
see regular, veteran, and elite.
Yeah. So try regular.
All right, let's
Just
go for
keep it easy
regular.
for the demo.
Okay. Yes, we probably
Uh,
don't want to overdo the system.
and then there should be a map come up.
Oh yeah, it looks like Risk.
So if you select the first map with the red arrow,
Okay, going ahead and clicking the first map with the red arrow. Oh, I think
and
it's still
then
loading. Okay.
you should load up the game. You should have some balloons coming at you. I'm playing
Uh,
it now as well, actually.
yeah, the balloons are moving
Okay, so
and
if you click the mouse button and hold the mouse button down,
okay. I'm waiting for the screen to change, and then we'll be able to do that. While we're oh okay, here we go. Here we go. I'm in. I see
so
a cannon. Yep.
yep, there should be some balloons firing at you. If you click the mouse button, hold that mouse button down, it'll fire some flak.
Grenades.
Yeah,
Okay.
some kind of grenades or flak at these balloons. So try and hover around the actual balloons and try and get these. Now
Okay.
there's different upgrades in this game, so it's a lot more complex than this. So it gets more and more complex at each level, and you can build up different turrets, and you can have automatic defenses, and you can level up the kind of system, and it gets faster and faster, and more crazy ships come at you. Try not to let them get past your defenses,
So right
and
now
you
I
can
don't
actually
see any
yeah,
ship. I don't see any ships at all right now. I see
nothing's
nothing.
coming at you.
Nothing's coming at me. So am I?
Interesting.
Oh wait, something's coming out of the corner. Okay. All right. Hold on.
Is it
So
starting to come at you?
yeah, it's starting to come out. What did I do?
Okay, so hold your mouse button and try and shoot at them.
Okay, I'm holding the mouse button. Okay, it's shooting. So that's incredible. So looking at the site, we have that balloon game that we were just playing. Now, the question that I have is, all right, I go and I take this game and I put it into my website.
Yep.
Do I get money out of that at all, or is what's the reason why I should put this game in my website?
So there are multiple reasons that you should like put games on your website. So the first one would be that the user is getting more and more engaged with your content. So they hopefully spend longer on your website. And this means that they interact more and they, if they stay there longer, then they're more likely to go and read another piece of content or leave a comment somewhere or like share the website to their friends. So there's this whole like more abstract engagement factor. And then directly the publisher, we're actually giving publisher rev shares. So we're giving the publisher like 10% of this overall revenue
Okay,
generated from both the ads and the microtransactions. So we want to actually make games more into a monetization unit that publishers can actually use on their website. So, they can use video right now and they show the ads around the video before the video on the side. It's like skyscrapers, leaderboards, etc.
right.
So we want to allow games to actually be like a monetization unit for publishers and help publishers generate revenue. So the revenue is a big factor, the engagement is a big factor. Also, inside our widget, we allow users to actually share these games out to Facebook. So if we actually
Oh,
click on back in that widget, I'm not sure, are you still on the
okay.
widget right now?
Let me go. I actually clicked out of it, but let me go
Sure.
into another uh, widget. So once again, let's see how well I remember this. I go to
Yep.
publishers. I go over to the standard website and I click on
hmm
the medium, and that brings
Yep.
me to the widget. Yes. Okay.
And then
S
if you click on the widget, if you click on that share in the top right hand corner,
in the top right hand corner, the share. Okay, I'm clicking
yep,
on share.
you see it should slide up a share panel.
Oh, MySpace and Facebook.
So if you click, you're on Facebook, right?
Oh, of course.
So if you click on Facebook,
Okay.
um, so from this panel you can share it out anywhere you want. Well, the main channel. So you can also take the link. You can also embed the actual player, so the widget actually self-replicates itself out there,
Okay.
um, which is cool. And then, so if you click on Facebook, we can do that as an example.
Okay. So I can go and I can say, check out this cool game.
Yep. And it will
This
share it out to Facebook, and you can type, in the box what's on your mind, and
from
it will,
heyZap.
yep. It will share out that game. And the cool thing for the publishers, when you embed that code, it actually brings the traffic back to your own site. So
Okay.
we're not building like a portal or anything. What we're doing is saying that with the, sorry, I'm not sure whether the video
No,
disappeared there.
the video's good. Keep
Okay, cool.
Yep.
So with the sharing, if you share it out from your website, from your blog, it means that when the user goes and clicks on that link from Facebook, they'll come back to your website, which increases the virality of your actual site, which is another important reason why you want to get this on the site. So, increasing user time on site, increasing the virality of the website, increasing the engagement and the intangibles with the fun factor, etc. And also, the core monetization, making more money for the publisher. So I think that would be the main like 5 reasons.
It's incredible. I mean, now as far as payments, how is payments done?
So the publisher rev share is actually a brand new feature for us, and essentially, if the publisher enters their PayPal account, payment will be done when the publisher makes above like $100 or something in their account every month. They'll be paid out pretty much at the end of the month. So Google, if you run Google ads on your site, Google do it in exactly the same way. So when you're making money on the ads with Google AdSense, you actually get paid out when you hit $100. So it's got a
Right.
kind of threshold. Then you get paid out. So wire transfer or PayPal, you enter the details into your publisher account once you're signed up. And we're still finishing that part of the site, but it's almost ready this week. So I'm
So
excited to test.
so we're getting exclusive notice right now that this is going to be taking place with the publishers.
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of publishers have been asking for these kind of features, and we listen to what the publishers say, we listen to what the developers say, and then we kind of go and make what we think is the best way to fulfill the requirements. So we are because we're quite new and very dynamic. We definitely listen to everything that the customers are saying and the users as well, the end users. So we're going to be releasing chat as well into the experience, so users can chat in a little room next to the game. That also brings like extra engagement to this experience when you install it on your website.
This is amazing. Is there anything else that our audience should know about heyZap?
Yes. So there's one more big section as well. At the bottom it says game selection options. So if you have a look at that, it says give me all the games. That's like 12,000.
Give me all
Um,
the
or
games, okay?
or you can pick categories. So if you click on categories, it will actually give you different categories that you can pick. So you might just want to have puzzle games because you run like a puzzle website.
So this is when I click on games. So I'm clicking on games right now.
Oh,
Oh,
this
okay.
is in the publisher selection
In the
option.
publisher selection.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
let
if
me
you come
see.
back out of the light box,
Oh, it's at the bottom.
yeah. So at the bottom, if you scroll down a bit, if you go to game selection options, you will see categories, and categories is kind of cool because you can say like, I just want sports, I just want multiplayer.
Oh, definitely.
That's general. But the most interesting one is the actual channels. So if you click on pick channels,
All right, I'm gonna click on pick channels.
you can actually pick. We actually meta tagged all the data out there. So we said, what is this game about? Like, is it a racing game? Is it a flying game? Is it a tennis game? Is it a Sudoku game? Is it a card game? Blah 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 blah.
Okay.
So you can actually type in, like, pick a keyword.
I just tried racing.
Racing. Okay, so if you type in racing and leave it, it should auto search through our database and find just the racing games, and it should find 379 racing games in there.
Yes.
And you can actually generate the embed code, and that will be specifically the embed code for racing games only. So what we really want to do is allow contextualization of games into websites. So if you're NBA.com and you want to get basketball games, we're saying, type in basketball,
All right, let's type in basketball then.
basketball,
This
and
is
it will
great.
generate 16 basketball games. Or if you're, Hannah Montana, we actually have like
You
HannahMontana.net.
have
Yeah,
Hannah Montana. Okay.
ridiculously, you would never believe that there are so many Hannah Montana games. Like I think someone actually,
Wow.
uh, one of our users compiled all the Hannah Montana games. Did it come up?
It did. I have Hannah Montana trivia. I have Halloween costumes, makeup Miley Cyrus.
So there's like Hannah-Montana.net, one of our websites, went and did this and put Hannah Montana games in their site, and there's like 26 different ones. And so like you can imagine all these different websites on the long tail all have these different focuses in different markets. And we just want to allow people to really get the games that they're kind of looking for. And I'm surprised that that worked. The Hannah
Hannah
Montana thing.
Hannah
I had no
Montana
idea.
pinball.
Yeah.
Hannah Montana pinball. I'm gonna have to play that later.
So there's all sorts of games. Like, I mean, even maybe if you type in like Shaq O'Neal. No, we got nothing for Shaq O'Neal.
Let's
No
try.
one's made a game yet about Shaq
Let's try
O'Neal.
Shaq. No. Um.
So it's interesting because you can kind of like search for different game types, and everything is there. So everything on the web is pretty much there. Like dancing games, there's like 23 different dancing games. There's like fashion games. There's all sorts of games,
There's
and
32 Obama games.
Obama games, yeah, whatever you want really. Like you can just generate these, and I think this feature is slightly underplayed on our website because it's very powerful. But we need to demonstrate that actual.
We're
There's lots of like
demoing it
powerful
right.
features.
We're showing it right now.
It's
This is an incredible feature. I have to say. of
So like
using
this feature
this.
is very cool because I think with the contextualization game of you don't just want to get like some people for like social networks they need like all the different games because they have every single different demographic on the
Right.
website. But if you've got a very specific demographic, um, you can this is the best way of like getting the right game sets. So if you then so say we go back to racing, the racing example, we type
Okay.
in racing,
Let's go back to racing.
we got like 379 racing games.
Enough games to sink a ship.
Yep. And then if you click on generate embed,
Generate embed.
it should go
Where
to the next
am
page.
I missing It's at the bottom, of course. Okay,
Yep.
generate embed. Yep.
And you should see it goes on to the last stage.
Oh, copy into the site.
Yep, so you literally copy and paste that code.
Okay.
So you click on it once
Okay.
and you press and you right click and you do copy or do Control C or whatever your
Right.
copy method is.
Exactly.
And then you paste that into your website
So I'm
wherever
gonna
you wherever you put it.
do that later so that the
Sure.
audience can play some of the games, and this is
Cool.
great.
And yeah, it also gives you a preview just at the end. And in terms of support, if someone gives us an email, says, "Oh, I'm not sure how to do it," like we'll help out. We'll advise them on the best placement. Um, but the great thing is that it's fully self-service, so we normally don't have to. There's no one really doing self-service like games. Basically, if you want to get games to your site, no one's doing that. So um, that's kind of what we're about, really. We're building a lot of extra stuff. I mean, we're hiring guys and girls.
Uh-huh.
Anyone that's a great programmer, we're looking to join heyZap. So
Hey, that's good to know. So if anyone's looking for a job, heyZap is the place to
apply,
go.
yeah.
Apply now. Yeah.
Send in your CV. So we're expanding the team. We started with like 2 people, and now we have like 3 core people. We're hiring the fourth person, and we got a couple of interns in the office, and it's quite fun. We're in like San Francisco, in like Startupville, Soma district. There's so many different
There you
startups
go.
around here.
Is it okay me asking? Is the pay good?
Oh yes,
The
it
pay.
is.
Okay, so
So we got funded. We got funded by the same guys that funded Twitter and Zynga.
ah,
So Zynga's doing really well. They're like 400 employees, and Twitter, as you know, is this graphs going like this. And so Union Square Ventures are really good.
oh,
They've been really good
definitely.
VCs.
Is there anything else we should know?
So we're hiring.
I think
Install
we got.
heyZap on your website.
I think we
Upload
got
your
it
games to
all.
heyZap. Yeah, I think we covered
I
the main
think we
basics.
got it all. So I want to thank Jude, co-founder of heyZap, for being here today, showing us how heyZap works. If you want to try out some of the games you saw today, go on to our website, hotdomainshow.com. We'll see you next time with another hot site on the Hot Domain Show.
Thank you very much for everything today. It's been fun.